There we go. They like to latch onto things to hold on to them. So I have no idea what today's video is going to be because, believe it or not, a lot of times when you're working at a store like this, there's just kind of some monotonous stuff that you do that doesn't really make good content. But you guys have not met the new employee, Nick.
How's it going?
Hey, but just to give you a little idea, right before I filmed that segment, I just turned that and, starting to fill up, make some more water. Just stuff like that, maybe fragging up some coral. That's just not super cool. That's what Nick's doing right now. He's fragging up some coral. It's just, like I said, just kind of monotonous stuff that's not that interesting to you guys. But we do have to be careful when we're filling up our salt water, because what happens is the way that you turn the valves and stuff, this huge tank right here, this is all RO water, and so it just drains using gravity down into our smaller tubs that we make our salt water in. So if you leave that valve right here open, it's gonna flood the entire store because it'll overfill this container until the water levels are equal. That's just one of the many issues that you face when you're dealing with such huge quantities of water in so many different coral systems. Let's do a quick little rundown of what's in this 500-gallon tank. About 3 weeks ago, we added this big frog spawn colony right there. Then, maybe about a week ago, we added this torch, and I added that little hammer frag up there to see how everything does. Right now, everything is absolutely loving it. Currently, one of the coolest things that we have in this tank are these mushrooms right here, and there's some up there as well as some around the back. These are actually, they're called Triton Aquaculture Bouncing Soul Yuma mushrooms. Now we only have one for sale. We're not selling any other ones, so if you are interested in it, I'd stop by very soon because I don't see it sticking around very long. People who want to collect these type of mushrooms and stuff, they're going to get their hands on it pretty soon. We also have a ton of new ORA corals, like some bird's nest, some stylophora, even some coral called Joe in the back there. But my favorite thing in this entire system is that fish right there. This is a black long-nosed tang. He is completely black except for the spine on his tail. Super cool, super awesome, fairly rare, and they retail for $1,000. He's actually almost impossible to film with a camera because he's completely black, so it's really hard to catch any detail on him, but he is a beautiful fish. Look at these guys up here playing around. I wonder if they'll hold my hand here. There we go. They like to latch onto things to hold on to them, just kind of give them some nice support. This guy, he's actually one of the ones that we had bred, and he had a little deformity in his face. If you can kind of see it right there, he had a little deformity in his face, so we couldn't sell him, but we kept him in this tank right now, and he likes to hold your hand. I think they think that they're going to get some food, which they're not. I don't have food for you. We'll feed you later. It's not feeding time yet. It's not dinner time. That guy right there, he's pregnant. You see his belly? See how poofed up his belly is? That's because he's got some baby seahorses in there. So the juvenile seahorses are still over here, but we took these tanks, which held some of the more adult ones that we end up selling. These are all 75-gallon aquariums. We have all of our big, beautiful angels and big, huge tangs like that Naso down there. They're held in these tanks and treated with Furan 2 as a preventative medicine. Furan turns the water kind of green, which you can see here, but it makes it a pain in the butt for filming. However, it is best for the fish because it keeps them healthy just in case they have anything on them when they come in. You know what the worst part about working at the store is? It's editing all of the inventory online. Because as a fish store and as a coral store, we have such a wide variety of stock. There's so many different types of coral, hundreds of types of coral. It's really hard to keep them straight and to keep all of our stock online up to date. So right now I'm just going through and I'm sorting through all the things that we don't have anymore or are out of stock right now, and I've got to take them off the website. And I have to add a ton of new stuff that we've gotten in so that our website is up to date and people can actually buy everything that we have in the store online. Anyway, yeah, that's my least favorite part about working for the fish store.